Night Baseball now from Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight, the second of three to start the week between the Atlanta Braves and the St. Louis Cardinals. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Adam Wainwright is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Just gets a piece of it. Strike one.
First pitch, 7-16.
A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Wainwright has pitched north of 2,200 innings in the majors, and he's stacked up over 1,900 strikeouts in those innings, putting him inside the top 100 on the all-time leaderboard. Wainwright ready, the 1-1. And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike two.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Still shirt sleeve weather tonight. 78 degrees here at game time. Here now the 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. Carlson has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch coming from Wainwright. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Advantage count, 2-0 to the Braves center fielder. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
2 balls and a strike to count. All even now, 2-2. Wainwright gets the sign. Here's the delivery. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Here's the first baseman, Freddy Freeman. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And it's fouled away. The 1-1. Line, but speared on a hop. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Off to a great start in this one. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. No score. Ian Anderson gets the starting assignment for the Braves. Dan, any thoughts?
And we're going to get a chance to look at one of the elite pitchers in the game right now. As a matter of fact, this guy's got a shot to win the Cy Young in the National League. One of the things he does very well, he establishes the strike zone and he pitches deep into games.
That brings in Tommy Edman. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Batting second, the shortstop, Edmundo Sosa.
And now in the box, Edmundo Sosa. First pitch of the AB on its way. Right side. Freeman's got it. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead. You start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
The 2-1 is strike two, swinging.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Redbirds are turned away in the first. We're on to the second from St. Louis. Scoreless on the show. Now at the plate is Austin Riley, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And this is lined into left field for their first hit of the ball game.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
At the plate, Eddie Rosario, as Wainwright's able to jump ahead of him here with strike one. 190 is the batting average coming in. 15 long balls and 37 RBIs. Comes set with the 0-1. Fouled away. Riley aboard here at first with nobody out. And this one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. The next 1-2 pitch. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Here now the 2-2. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, and he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. First offering. In the dirt, and now let's see. Goes to third with it, and it's too late as he's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Two balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Here's Jock Peterson now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The batting average clearly not where he wants it to be. 5 homers, 9 driven in. Ball 2 now.
Well, they're certainly letting you know as an offensive unit that they're going to be patient. As a pitcher on the mound right now, you have to recognize that and start attacking in the zone early.
There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he fouls this one off. No score here as we play inning number 2. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
So the bases are loaded here with 1 man gone. And up next, the utility man, Johann Camargo. Wainwright comes set. Here's the first pitch. And he puts it on the ground to second. 1 there on to Goldschmidt, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. Couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. Bottom of the inning now, and in next it'll be the perennial MVP candidate, third baseman Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Anderson has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact.
Yeah, Matt, and that's not an easy thing to do. I think one of the reasons is he changes speeds really well, and he throws both sides of the plate. One of the keys to missing the barrels, you have to be able to throw inside and throw outside, and he's about as good as it gets in baseball at missing barrels.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
And he struck him out. And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. And the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded softly down the line toward first, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeouts.
Into the box now, Tyler O'Neill. A ball and no strikes. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And this pitch is hit hard as it'll fall into right field for their first hit of the ball game. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Now to the plate, here is Ian Anderson, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Fouled off. The 2-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. In comes the center fielder, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. And now, Ehre Adrianza. He flied out, leading off the ball game. And now the first pitch. Now the 1-1 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
In the dirt, did he go around? Yes, he did. Molina has it, and the throw is in time. Adrianza is retired, 2 down now. Stepping in next, Ronald Acuna. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. A ball and a strike.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Now the 1-1 pitch is off the plate, up and away. 3rd inning, no score to this point. And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1, 2, 3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
So next up will be Freddy Freeman. This is to right field and deep off the bat of Freeman. And gone up into the second deck. A 2-run blast off the bat of Freddy Freeman, number 13 for him on the year, and it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Into the box, Austin Riley. As Wainwright's able to jump ahead of him here with strike one. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And it's a foul ball.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order. And we just saw 3 in a row.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
But 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's now 2-0 Atlanta.
Welcome back as the Cardinals look to get their bats going in the third inning. And you can say they've really been trying to do that pretty much all year. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Now here it comes. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. In there, 1-1. Grounded to the right. Freeman is up with it. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So 1 gone here in the St. Louis third. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
The 0-2 to Molina. Grounded to first. Freeman's got it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So here now is the pitcher, Adam Wainwright.
Wainwright.
First offering on its way. Gets ahead of him here as he got him to swing over the top of this one. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. High in the air out to center field. Acuna able to track it down for the third out. Clearly enjoying their time here at the ballpark, as are we. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager, Brian Snitker, during the commercial break. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Stepping in for the Braves, Eddie Rosario worked a walk in his first plate appearance.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
First pitch on its way. Here comes the 1-0. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Travis.
So bases are empty with 1 out now. And up next, the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. First pitch coming from Wainwright. Ball 1 as the changeup misses well off the inside.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The 1-1. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
So next to bat will be the left-handed hitting Jock Peterson, and it's fouled away. He's got that batting average even at a point where even a 1 for 5 will gain him some points. 5 homers, 9 driven in. Wainwright comes set. Here it is on 0-1.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
A little bouncer. The next 0-2.
I like that he tried to tie him up inside on that pitch, but it was a little bit of a risky situation because if you're off just a little bit, you can end up plunking a guy. That's the last thing you want to do when you've got a guy 0-2.
The 1-2 pitch.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
The 2-2 is in there, a called strike 3.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
So here's Johann Camargo as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 pitch. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Darno leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Three balls and a strike to the Atlanta shortstop.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit out towards second. Reined in. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for Atlanta. They're up 2-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And standing in as the switch-hitting second baseman, Tommy Edman. Here's the first pitch. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Fouled away.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Acuna's there for it. He's got it 1 away. The next to bat for St. Louis, Edmundo Sosa. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Swing and a flare down the line. In there, a base hit.
Just an excellent job of bat head discipline right there. Able to go below the zone. That pitch is not a strike. That was actually a pretty nasty pitch, and he was able to go down and spoil it.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. Struck out in his first at bat. Throw over to the bag. Runner back safely. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Here it comes on 0-2. And it's 1-2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Now another 1-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Nolan Arenado looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. In there, 1-2 now.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And another foul ball.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
Drilled on the ground to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Over to first, and that retires the side. 1 left for the Cardinals. They trail it here 2-0. So now into the box is Ian Anderson. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Number 36, Ian Anderson.
First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. This is foul right side. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hard on the ground towards short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And A-Ray Adrianza will be the next to bat. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. Line drive, base hit to right. Running hard. He's digging for second. Around second now and headed for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
The second this thing got past the outfielder, you knew it was at least a double, possibly a triple, but he turns on the afterburners and is safely into third.
Acuna digs in now as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. The 1-0. Here's a huge swing by Acuna and a drive to deep left. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. Number 17 for him on the season. And the Braves add on. It's 4-0.
Well, this is what makes this guy so hard to pitch to. He has that rare combination of speed and power. You don't want to walk him and have him get on first base. So what happens, you throw him a strike, and he can hit the ball out of the ballpark like he did just there.
In now, Freddy Freeman. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. He's got it, and there are 2 away now. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Austin Riley, struck out in his last trip to the plate. First pitch on its way. As Wainwright's able to jump ahead of him here with strike 1. and he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Middle of the night here at Busch Stadium. It's now 4-0 Atlanta. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. So that'll bring in Harrison Bader. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base paths if they can get somebody on.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see there on the graphic, his total's good for 5th best in the National League. Next to hit is Tyler O'Neill. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through.
Yeah, Matty, his wheels got him in trouble a little bit last time. Tried to take advantage, thought the defense was napping a little bit. In retrospect, maybe he should have just shut it down and steal second base.
Now here it comes. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Grounded back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And you see there on the lower part of your screen, his total places him 3rd best on this Cardinals ball club. Next up is Dylan Carlson. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll 2.
First offering on its way. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. Relay to Freddy, double play, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They're down 4-0. Kwang Young Kim takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Eddie Rosario. First pitch on its way. Softly hit to short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
So next to hit is Travis d'Arnaud. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
O'Neill will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the 2nd out. Ready now is Jock Peterson. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Now the first pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. 1-0. Hit down the line at first. Fielded by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Braves retired on just 4 pitches. They lead it 4-0. Yadi Molina digging in now, and through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
First delivery to him.
You could tell this guy's got great feel for all this stuff right now. To break out that nasty hammer right there, this guy's on point.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
The pitch.
Wow, this guy has been on top of it today, pushing the throttle and pulling it when he needs to.
Grounded down the third baseline, and that's through for a hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there, made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Lars Nootbaar will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. First pitch on its way, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. The average at 284 to begin play. 7 homers, and the RBI count at 35. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. On a rope to the second baseman, and the runner gets back. No double play.
The batter, number 19, second baseman, Tommy.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Tommy Edman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming, here it is. To second for 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Redbirds down quietly. They trail here 4-0. Number 61 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 61.
New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop, Johann Camargo. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
At the plate now, Ian Anderson, and he fouls this one off. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Off off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two and 1. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Ehre Adrianza will be next. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
On the ground, softly towards second. Scooped up. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. The next to bat for Atlanta, Ehre Adrianza. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now here's the pitch. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1.
Hey, find a way right here. 2 outs. This guy has come in throwing bullets. If he can get this team into the dugout right here with another donut and they regroup, start passing the baton a little bit, we got ourselves some action.
The 1-1 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Lifted in the air out towards left center. O'Neill waits on it. And that's the 3rd out. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they're in front 4-0.
Leading up for St. Louis, the shortstop, Edmundo Sosa.
Here's the first pitch. Pitch on the way. And he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
And that is through into right field for a single. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base.
Up next,
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-Roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive, 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
Standing in now, Paul Goldschmidt, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job, and now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
The 0-1 delivery.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. And indeed, he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first to take the sure out. 1 gone for the Redbirds in the 7th, and that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. From the stretch. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard up the middle. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in. And on the error, a run is going to score.
Yeah, and they say better late than never, and that's definitely the case here. They couldn't get anything going through the first 6 frames, but they scratch a run across here in the 7th. We'll see if they can parlay that first run into something more.
To the plate now, Harrison Bader. On a line to shortstop. Throw back to the bag, and the runner's back in time.
Up next for the Cardinals, the left fielder, Tyler.
Digging in next, Tyler O'Neill. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. First pitch on the way, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Hey now. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. Jordan Hicks has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. All set for the start of the inning, and digging in is the outfielder, Ronald Acuna.
That last at-bat, he didn't crush that changeup for a home run, but listen, a home run is a home run. This guy's awfully strong, and he can hit it out to any part of the ballpark.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
0-1, here's the pitch. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
Here comes the 1-2. High in the air out to center field. And the 8th inning begins with a flyout. Quickly 1 away. Freddy Freeman will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. Both teams with 6 hits so far. A ball and a strike now to the Braves' first baseman. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Two balls and a strike to Freeman.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1. And the sinker runs too low here as he loses him. It's ball 4.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Striding in is Austin Riley. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
For most people, being down 0-1 would seem like a lot, but this guy is such a good hitter. He doesn't care going deep in the count. He's got runners on base. He has a game plan every time he comes to the plate. Let's see how this one plays out.
8th inning, 4-1 is our score. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
So now to the plate, Eddie Rosario, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. No hits to this point. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
And that misses 2-2. Sinker, 3-2 now.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Fouled off. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Braves strand 1 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead.
Leading up for St. Louis, the right fielder,
Luke Jackson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Now the pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Rosario is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Braves are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was great all night long.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
Good sharp curveball there. The count 1-1.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
2 balls and a strike to Molina. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Justin Turner will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Now here's the first offering. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 1 home run and 5 driven in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
1 pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
2 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Acuna's there for it, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail it 4-1. Alex Reyes enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth.
I'm just keeping it real. Nobody knows how I feel. Cause you wasn't there when I almost drowned in my own blood, sweat.
Stepping in once again is Travis d'Arnaud. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
I ain't even know you, but your brother's my brother. Shout out Kesey, LLB. I never told Mugga I live right across the street. The memory is deadly. I remembered your name, my sister crying for weeks.
He's set and the pitch. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Swung on and missed. 1-1. And the pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Another 1-2 delivery. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. And this is strike 3 called, says Clyde Washington. Might have looked a bit low, but that's out number 1.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Stepping in now, Jock Peterson, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. And now a pitch on the way. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Good battle. Count remains full. The next 3-2. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
Up next for Atlanta, the shortstop.
And the next in is Johann Camargo. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
To second for 1. On to Goldschmidt, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Braves held off the scoreboard here in the 9th. On to the bottom half. Last chance now for the Redbirds. They trail here 4-1. Into the box, Tommy Edman. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. Richard Rodriguez comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
Lifted in the air to center. Acuna is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see there, he's sitting in second place in the National League in that department. Next to hit, Edmundo Sosa. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Here's the first pitch. Rodriguez, a former Pittsburgh Pirate. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
Hit on the ground to third. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a 1-out base runner.
Into the box, Paul Goldschmidt, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the 0-1.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
The 1-1. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Here's Nolan Arenado as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
Yanked hard down the left field line. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Sosa rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate as it's now a 2-run game.
All right, here we go, making things interesting with an RBI knock to cut the deficit to 2. Maybe we can get this offense going.
Into the box now, Harrison Bader swinging a ball hit on the ground. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And that one yanked just foul. Cardinals down to their final strike here. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again.
That was an excellent pitch right there. After going soft away, he pounds hard in, and that's a nice pitch.
Another protective swing that time, and another foul ball as the count stays at 0-2.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row. Loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
Weak grounder down the line at third. Throw to first will be in time to get him, and the Braves have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over. 4-2 the final score tonight. The Atlanta Braves with their 90th win, best in the division. Ian Anderson earns win number 15 on the year. Richard Rodriguez wraps it up for the save.